Yoga PodClass, Episode 29, Somatic Movement for Nervous System Support. What if your healing didn't have to be forced or fast? What if the softest, slowest movements were actually the most powerful tool for grounding and rewiring your nervous system? In this episode, we explore trauma-informed somatic movement, not to get flexible, but to get free. Breathe with me. Greetings, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Yoga PodClass. I'm Chelsea Leal Kennedy, trauma-informed yoga teacher, somatic wellness guide, and founder of the EEL Health and Wellness app. Here, we bridge modern science with ancient wisdom, breath by breath, moment by moment. Before we dive in, let's take one breath together. Inhale slowly. Exhale gently. Let that breath bring you here, right now, into this moment. Thank you so much for subscribing, commenting, and sharing this space. Each one of you is part of this living, breathing ripple of embodied presence. Let's dive in. What does it mean to move with kindness? Somatic movement invites you to listen to your body, not override it. To notice the whispers before they become screams. Today we invite the nervous system to come home, not by pushing, but by softening. In the Yoga Sutras, asana is defined as Siddhara Sukham Asana, a pose that is steady and easeful. Somatic movement honors this by allowing micro adjustments, breath-led transitions, and inward awareness. In traditional Chinese medicine, slow movement activates the liver and spleen meridians, helping us digest emotion, not just food. Ayurvedic wisdom teaches that the Vata dosha, linked to anxiety and restlessness, is balanced through grounding, repetitive, and slow movement. Backed by modern neuroscience, we know movement done slowly and consciously activates the interoceptive pathways, the ones that bring us into the presence. Somatic insights even tell us that gentle movement rewires the brain's map of the body. And this is what gets me so excited. This is what's known as neuroplasticity. The slow transitions between postures increases vagal tone, which enhances your capacity to regulate emotions. Movement with this awareness deactivates our fear center, the amygdala, and brings online our executive function, which is the prefrontal cortex. Somatic movement also creates new sensory input, which updates outdated trauma responses. The fascia system, our body's web of connective tissue, responds to breath, awareness, and micro movements. Moving slowly hydrates the fascia and releases stuck emotional energy that appears physically in our body. Did you know that even 5 minutes of gentle movement paired with breath can shift your stress hormones? So, without further ado, let's get into our practice. But wait, before we do, always remember to go at your own pace. If anything feels too much, come back to the breath or simply pause. Sensations may arise emotionally. This is natural. Ground yourself your senses, looking around, listening, smelling, feeling. Return to stillness. This is your practice. Let's begin. Either seated, standing, or lying down. Bringing your hands to your heart, to your belly, or combination of the two. Begin to inhale slowly through the nose and exhale through the mouth like a sigh. An invitation to gently sway side to side, back and forth, back and forth. In Tai Chi, I believe they call it moving like a river. Staying with your breath and staying with the movement unless you're called to return back to stillness. Inhale slowly through the nose. Exhale, release. Next option, invitation, opportunity is to begin circling your shoulders. Either one back and then the other, or both at the same time. Moving with your breath, inhaling up, exhale, release. Inhale up, exhale, release. Perhaps returning to stillness and dropping the left ear to the left shoulder, moving with your breath. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale up, and this time pull your chin and neck back. Complete that drop to the left shoulder. Full round of breath. Eyes open or closed, gently looking inward. Inhale up, center. Pulling that chin and neck back. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhaling center. I want to invite you next to explore spinal undulation, which is going to allow you to spinal wave, letting the wave move from the pelvis to the heart to the head, and then back down again. Following your breath, your rhythm. And I think in Tai Chi they call this one be like the ocean. I love it. Invitation to bring in sound, gentle humming or gentle or an added breath whoosh. This activates the vagus nerve, toning the nervous system. Staying with this movement as long as your body calls, maybe dropping the shoulders, getting an extra spinal twist in there. And when you're ready, returning to stillness. If you're standing or seated, an option to close by lying down. Putting one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, or a combination of both hands on your belly or both hands on your heart. allowing the breath to expand in every direction. And simply notice. Thank you for showing up to this practice today. Thank yourself for showing up and your body for carrying you through all that it has. A few touch points on why this works. We are activating the parasympathetic nervous system through breath and pacing. And as we activate that vagus nerve, we're toning it with that movement, voice, and breath, which supports neuro-emotional integration and embodied memory processing. This interoceptive awareness is a key to trauma recovery. And lastly, we're nourishing our fascia, joints, and fluid movement patterns. Thank you again for joining me today. To take this practice with you off the mat and in real life, I invite you to practice 5 minutes in the morning to ground your day. Options to add in humming, chanting, or soft music. Using full sensory. Options to add in essential oil like lavender or vetiver. Vetiver is more of a nighttime one. Lavender is super calming and soothing to our body and nervous system. But perhaps you don't like lavender, so then it probably wouldn't be. Lastly, always an option to journal immediately after your movement to track your emotional shifts. Pair the somatic movement with a deep savasana or final rest or yoga nidra for deeper integration. Today, I want to leave you with a series of reflections, journal prompts, and don't feel obligated to do them all. Pick one or two and just be. What sticks out to you? How did you want your body to move today? Versus how did your body want to move today? What emotions surfaced during the practice? Where in my body do I feel more spacious? What does ease feel like for me? And lastly, what part of me softened or awakened? Affirming today's practice with, I meet myself with movement. I soften into safety. I trust my body's wisdom. And I just want to speak it over you also. You meet yourself with movement. You soften into safety. You trust your body's wisdom. And Father of Yoga, BKS Iyengar, says the body is your temple. Keep it pure and clean for the soul to reside in. If you felt the power of a gentle movement today, imagine 100 days of guided support. Join the EEL 100-day membership for daily tools, community, accountability, and self-paced growth. Want an even deeper transformation? The 6 Habits in 12 Weeks Blueprint is your guided mentorship through one-on-one somatic work, coaching, and breath-based healing. Don't forget, we just launched our Breathe into Presence bundle for $37, including a breath workshop, meditation audio, printable journal, and habit tracker, all available inside the EEL Health and Wellness app. Visit us at h3alealus.online or connect on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Let today be the day you come home to your body. Namaste.